Shalom. I want to give all praise unto Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahushai. We give double honors to our apostles and elders, which are the apostles and elders that rule the great millstone. We're in the time of the end, and to you hopeful elect, to the men and hope, and some women, they're out there, but Most High right now is dealing with the men and setting up the government body that is to come in the kingdom that's going to be on the planet Earth, ruled by Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Alright, I've just been trying to keep up with all the news. I mean, it's so many things happening on the four corners of the planet Earth. We're at that time. We're close to the end. So the main thing that came to my mind was Matthew 24:6 to 7. Okay, this is live in effect. We're actually seeing the words. This is strengthening our faith because we're actually seeing the words of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua come to pass on the planet Earth. It said that to let men know that He rules in the kingdom of men. I'm paraphrasing it, but Yahweh Bashim Yahushua has control over everything. So this is strengthening our faith to know if these things that He spoke that was going to happen in the last days, things that He spoke in the future that's going to take place with us ruling in the kingdom, with Esau being under subjection and being punished for the things that he's done, the people that have destroyed the planet Earth that are going to pay for it, because this planet Earth is paradise. This earth was created for the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans to rule over in righteousness with nations under us. That's why if you read in Psalms 2, it says, "Ask of me, and I should give you the heathen for thine inheritance." Alright, so we're going to receive that because Yahweh Shai has received that from his father. Alright, so I'm just going to go through, what I did was just pretty much go through Matthews 26 and 27 and just pretty much Google those things. And it didn't take long at all to pop up. I didn't have to search deep for it. I mean, some of these are just the surface stories that I found, and some of the things that are updated soon. I mean, we could go back in the past 2, 3 years, 4 years, and find more. But these are just my updated news stories and updated lists and charts. All right, so I'm just going to read the verse, and I'm just going to stop as I go, and then I'm going to go into some scriptures to back up the point. All right, so the first, this is Matthew 24 and verse 6, and it says, let me start at 5 to set the tone, and it says, let me start at 23, or Salakia 3. This is Matthew 24 and 3, and as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming, and to the end of the world? Because Yahushua knew that these things were going to take place in a lifetime ahead of where they were at there. Reincarnation was known back then. But when Yahushua was telling the disciples, these are the things that was going to take place at the end of the world. And it says, and the end of the world. See, because the end of the world wasn't then. The end of the world is the time we're living at now. It says, and Yahushua answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am the Mashiach, and shall deceive many. And you have that now. And one of the main things is that Cesare Borgia. That's deceived quite many people, millions of people. It says, this is the point. This is Matthew 24 and 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. So now let's go into the first article. We just had North Korea do another test. That's another rumor of war. We know the main players in this Third World War is going to be United States, the EU, NATO, and Russia. And now Russia's allies, China, and so on and so on. But you're going to have a skirmish happen between those main characters. But what do you have now? You have the rumors of wars, all right, and different things that are taking place. So let me play this quick story, and then I'm going to go right back into the scripture.
The president had barely returned from Europe when word came that North Korea had conducted another missile test. This one is believed to be an older Scud missile that flew for about 280 miles before coming down off the coast of Japan. Ben Tracy is following this.
North Korea has launched 9 missiles this year, 3 in the past 3 weeks. Despite international sanctions, its capabilities continue to grow. Last week, the country said it perfected a medium-range solid-fuel missile that it would start mass-producing. It is not capable of hitting the United States. But the U.S. military is preparing for a missile that eventually can. On Tuesday, it will attempt to shoot down an intercontinental ballistic missile for the first time. It's the first test of a West Coast missile defense system since 2014. North Korea's latest missile test came just a day after its leader, Kim Jong-un, oversaw a test of a new anti-aircraft system, which would be used to defend North Korea in case of airstrikes by the United States. The Trump administration has now sent 2 aircraft carriers to the Korean Peninsula. Secretary of Defense General James Mattis told CBS's Face the Nation North Korea's actions are a direct threat to America.
But the bottom line is it would be a catastrophic war if this turns into combat, if we're not able to resolve this situation through diplomatic means.
Now, President Trump weighed in on Twitter saying that North Korea's latest missile test shows great disrespect for its neighbor, China. The president wants China to keep pressuring North Korea to give up its weapons program. But, Jeff, what China wants is for the U.S. and North Korea to stop the saber rattling and start talking.
See? Saber rattling of war. See that? So we have different skirmishes that's taking place on what? You have the situation in Ukraine. The situation that's happening with you have India and different things that's taking place on the 4 corners of the planet Earth, man. It's just it's coming to a head, man. It's shaking how you say people are being shook up with this things that's happening with war, man. The things that's about to take place is going to be a worldwide conflict. Okay, the earth is not going to be destroyed, but there's going to be conflicts on the 4 corners of the earth. That's what the scripture is saying. Let me read it again. It says, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. That's a rumor of war. All right, and you actually have wars going on with the situation in Yemen and Saudi Arabia. So these things are happening. And it says, see that ye be not troubled. And now let's go into this word right here. It says the word troubled. The word there is the Rio. The Rio. Make sure I'm saying it right.
Strong's G 2360. Thraeo.
Thraeo. And it says, to cry aloud, make a noise by outcry. In the NT, to trouble, frighten, to be troubled in mind, to be frightened, alarmed. So we aren't supposed to be alarmed at these things, because the Lord is setting this up for what? Our salvation. The hopeful elect salvation. All this that's taking place is for us to go home. If these things don't take place, then we cannot get up out of here, man. It has to, the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushua have to come to pass, so we're not supposed to be troubled by these things. Let the world be troubled by them. With the terrorist attacks and all these things that's taking place, that's for the world, man. And if we're under, that's why the Lord said he's going to hide us in that pavilion. He's going to keep us safe. And it says, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, see that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So it's not yet. It's close, but it's not yet, because some more prophecies have to come to pass by what? The mark of the beast. You're going to have the RAFD chip that's going to be implemented on a wide scale. And then it's going to be that what? That third world war. And it says, for nation shall rise against nation. Now let's look at this. This is a list I found. It's from warsintheworld.com. And it says, and all I did was go to the ongoing conflicts that's happening right now. And this, Salakia, I was in nuclear weapons and who has what. That's a good part to look to if you actually want to check that out. But this is updated on May 28th, 2017. So this is just recently updated. And I want you, Akim, to look at this, man. you have all of these conflicts that are going on from A all the way down to Z. What, Angola, Brunei, Cameroon, Boko Haram Islamic attacks from Nigeria since 2014, so it's still going on. I mean, look at this list, man. Literally, you can do a whole series on this. You got Libya, look at all those. Mali, look at all these situations happening, man. Nigeria. I just wanted to go through the list. I mean, we might pick out some, but I just wanted to, the point is hitting right here, man. The world is in chaos right now. Bangladesh, China, you have East Turkestan Islamic movement, or Eastern Turkestan Islamic movement. That's wars with this Islamic spin to it. So as you can see, man, the point is hitting. It goes all the way down. Spain, definitely Iran. But the point is there, man. Nations rising up against nations, kingdom against kingdom. You got civil wars also that are taking place. So that's why this title is, hey, man, Matthew 24:6 and 7 is in full effect. It says kingdom against kingdom, and you see there, and there shall be famines. And then all I did was go to, and this article was updated on March 11, 2017. And it says, famine, largest humanitarian crisis in history of the UN. UN humanitarian chief says 20 million people in Yemen, South Sudan, Somalia, Nigeria face starvation and famine. See that? It says the world faces the largest humanitarian crisis the United Nations have found in 1945, with more than 20 million people in 4 countries at risk of starvation and famine, the UN humanitarian chief has said. So there's famines happening right now with these wars that's cutting off supplies and different measures that people need to function in every day. That's happening. And it says famines and pestilences. And then all I did was go into the breakouts and the viruses that are breaking out on the world right now. And you have what? Latest DONS. It says diseases outbreak news dawns. And it's you got May 26, Zika virus infection, India. You have humanitarian infection, and that Zika virus forces what is that? Newborn what's the word I'm looking for? Newborn where their heads come out small. There's a word for it, but it's like the word escapes me. You have human infection with avian influenza virus, China. Deformities, child deformities, that Zika virus. Human infection in influenza in China. You have Ebola virus disease, Republic of Congo. You have influenza in China again. And then you can see the full list. As you can see here, man, diseases and pestilences are all over the planet Earth right now, in different parts of the Earth. And it says famines, pestilences, and earthquakes in diverse places. And then I got a list. This is from USGC, and it's a magnitude of earthquakes that are taking place in the Earth right now, the live map. And as you can see, man, there's earthquakes in the United States, South America, different islands by Saudi Arabia.